Video there from NBC News showing an 83-year-old woman in eastern Kentucky being rescued from the roof of a building, I assume maybe her house, some type of building, as floodwaters rushed and rose right up next door. Imagine living to 83 years old and that's how you have to try and escape for your life. So as of Monday, as these floods and storms ravaged Kentucky, the death toll is at 37 and it continues to rise. Let's look at more details.
Up to 4 more inches of rain fell Sunday as rescue workers tried to save stranded residents. Damage to critical infrastructure, including dozens of bridges, has been impacting rescue and supply efforts. According to Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, there are hundreds of people still unaccounted for. Beshear says he expects the death toll to rise significantly, warning it could take weeks to find all of the victims.
A whole lot of what we're doing right now is searching for people. You know, as I was in Knott County, we went by a group that's out looking for bodies and had one of the dogs out. We passed a house in Letcher County where someone was concerned there was somebody lost upstairs that hadn't been located yet. But we are still actively in the search and rescue.
So the devastation continues on. Let's go to some of the details here from AccuWeather talking about what was going on. On Friday, President Joe Biden did approve the Kentucky Disaster Declaration and ordered federal aid to supplement Commonwealth and local recovery efforts in the areas affected by these severe storms. Homes were washed away, communities are washed away, roads are washed away, is what Breathitt County Judge Executive Jeffrey Noble said. I've heard of 100-year floods, but this is way beyond that. In the history of Kentucky, our community has never seen anything like this. People have been displaced. So let's go to more details of that. According to a daily briefing from the federal emergency from FEMA, more than 380 people who were displaced by the flooding were temporarily housed at multiple shelters across the state. And hundreds of people have also been rescued as well, as we saw from the 83-year-old woman there. The National Guard from Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia have rescued more than 650 individuals via aircraft, is what Beshear told a press conference. Also on Saturday, the state police have assisted in 624 water rescues, and the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife have assisted in 125 water rescues. Total of 19 individuals and 2 dogs were rescued via boat by the National Guard. I'm no John Iadarola, was. So I don't follow all the science and details of climate change and look, by 2072, it's gonna be at this level and then this California will be gone and Florida will be branched off. But I do notice when there's severe storms and when people that live in the area say things like, Kentucky's never seen devastation or storms like this ever before. And I remember people that do follow this say, we're gonna be getting reports of never seeing devastation like this before ever in these areas, in parts that never received this types of flooding or rain, or in other parts, hurricanes or wildfires or earthquakes, all these things that happen in places that didn't happen before. Yet, we'll chill and go, oh, I'm glad she saved that 83-year-old woman. And then we'll end the conversation there.
Yeah, I mean, the climate change aspect of this is one thing. I don't know. I don't see, you hear the rhetoric from Democrats on one side about how urgent climate change is, but do they actually ever really lift a finger, unite around it, actually make it seem as if a state of emergency is there? Because you gotta think about something, and I keep bringing this up, when we send that 40 billion to Ukraine and that thing just freaking sailed through the Congress. Joe Biden immediately signed it. It was basically a corporate welfare giveaway to the defense contractor industry. That kind of stuff gets so much support and just sails through our government. Combating the climate issue, man, just the stalling and the obfuscation and the hemming and hawing that you see on it, it's just obvious that nobody cares about it. And so it's just, honestly, man, it's just sad and messed up to see what these folks in Kentucky are going through. I just hope, these people they are getting some level of support.
How many folks? Yeah, how many folks have insurance? How many folks are gonna get their houses back, get their cars back, their lives back? We see this every year, but we don't know what happens in the next years after that all goes down. And again, you brought up how much things pass through, because we in America like badasses. It's not badass to help folks. It's not badass to allocate money towards the future and change things for the majority of people. That's soft and tree huggy. That's not
and I think oftentimes, man, because I think a lot of the reporting about the immediate effects of climate change is gonna happen in some of the poorest places in the world. Those people are gonna bear the brunt of it first, and so I think a lot of people see it as a poor people, poor country problem, and that's why it's like out of sight, not of mind. And oftentimes people won't care about something until it's on their front door.
And the folks that are in charge of it, maybe will never get to their front door because they're preparing and planning for that.
They're good.
Going to the high ground. The fences are coming up. The gated communities are expanding, and the places where you can avoid this stuff, it's just harder and harder to come by, or you got to make more and more money and be more and more connected.